Yes, this was Raka Gísladóttir, Kjartan Valdimarsson and Pétur Grétarsson. And we get more from them later, more contemporary music later on. But now a short piece of storytelling and theatre. Þórunn Clausen. She has traveled the world to tell the story of a strong Icelandic woman, a real heroine from the quite vulgar Viking age. The story of Guðríður Þorbjarnardóttir. Try to say that. That story is dramatic, to say the least. Þórunn plays all the characters, both men and women, and you'll get a taste of that here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Iceland. My name is, as he said, Þórunn Erna Clausen, and I am going to give you an insight into the life of one of the most amazing women in Icelandic history, Guðríður Þorbjarnardóttir. We should try and say it once, just for fun. Guðríður Þorbjarnardóttir. No one? Okay, fine, I'll say it. Right, she was born in the year 980, and she was a Christian woman, and in the sagas she is described as being the fairest of women, obviously since I'm playing her joke. Right, and the fairest of women, very intelligent, and of peerless nobility in all of her conduct, which is a very good description. And also that she knew well how to be with male strangers. Whatever that means. Right, but she also had a beautiful singing voice and often sang at parties. Now our story, obviously I can't tell you the whole story, unfortunately, but I can tell you a bit. I can tell you that our story starts as Guðríður is moving from Iceland to Greenland, because obviously Greenland sounded a lot better than Iceland. But as we know today, Iceland's very nice, but Greenland's full of ice. So I'm going to ask you to help me sing the old Viking song, the old Varðlokur, or the weird songs as they were called. Don't worry, I can tell you're not that shy, right? So I'm going to ask you just for a little bit, help me find the tone. So the people on this side, if you're very brave, I can tell, give me a tone. Oh, brilliant, you're so good. And on this side, Beautiful, it's beautiful, thank you. We'll turn on the mic now. Heil vert þú fold fyrra móðir, ver þú gróandi Guðs faðmi, fóðri og fyllt fyrrum til nytja. Heil dagur, heilir dagsinnir, heil nótt og nift, óreiðum augum, lítið okkur þannig og gefið sitjendum sigur. The weather improves in Greenland, and people start being able to hunt again. And Þorsteinn Eiríksson, the most beautiful man in the whole of Greenland, who happens to be the brother of Leifur the Lucky, asks Guðríður to marry him. And he promises to take her all the way to Vinland. So they were in high spirits as they sailed. Now you have to imagine that this is the ship. And Þorsteinn Eiríksson is standing at the back, steering the ship all the way to Vinland. And she was in very high spirits. Þorsteinn, to Vinland! Woo! Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for. Guðríður, after a whole summer of hardship on board the ship, was happy to see again the glaciers of Greenland. They took land way up in the north of Greenland, more specifically in Lýsufjörður. Have you been there? Oh God, it's a horrible place. It's really dark and cold and just horrible. And there are hardly any people there at the time. And now the ice comes in and closes all the sailing routes, so they're stuck there for the winter. Þorsteinn her husband, manages to find lodging for all of his crew, but not for him and Guðríður. They have to stay on board the ship in a tent. So they try to keep warm, as you do, and sort of make up for the bickering of the summer. Thorstein, how is it possible to be on your way to America and end up in Ireland? Oh, come on, Guðríður, stop talking. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just too funny, I'm sorry. Thorstein, maybe I should steer now. Okay, come on, Guðríður, I know how to do this. And Grímhildur, the troll-like wife of Thorstein the Black, she becomes ill, as does Thorstein Eiríksson, Guðríður's husband. Guðríður helps Grímhildur to the privy, which was situated just opposite the main door, probably so that people wouldn't die from the cold on their way there. Right, Grímhildur. Ugh. Oh, this is terrible, Guðríður. Oh, I feel so sick now. Oh, Guðríður, thank you for helping me. Oh, dear God, Grímhildur, there are people eating here. Would you please not do that? Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry, Guðríður. I just feel so... Oh. You didn't lose your appetite, did you? It's okay. Right. They go back in the house, and sad to say, before morning, both Grímhildur and Thorstein Eiríksson, Guðríður's husband, are dead. Being so scared, goes to the corner, but Steini, the Black, has to grab his troll-like wife, the ghost of his troll-like wife, and he grabs her, and as people did with ghosts at the time, he lays a pole axe gently on her breast. Needless to say, she didn't bother them anymore. Right. After that, he goes to Guðríður to help console her. And he takes her in his arms. And remember, Guðríður knew very well how to be with male strangers. And so, he takes her in his arms, and he consoles her in many ways. There, Guðríður, yes. Staying in the Black will make things better for you, yes. But then the ghost of Thorstein Eiríksson starts yelling for his wife. Guðríður! For 3 hours, he calls for his wife. 3 hours! Guðríður! Maybe he wasn't dead. The story doesn't end here, but unfortunately I can't tell you anymore. I can tell you this, though. She, of course, marries again. This time, a gorgeous man called Þorfinnur Karlsefni, who was a sailor, a captain of the sea. And he takes her all the way to Vinland, all the way to New York. And they spend 3 years there, and she bears a son there. They have all kinds of encounters with the Indians, and later in life, after Þorfinnur Karlsefni has died, this amazing woman, she sails in old age to Denmark and walks all the way south to Rome to meet the Pope. It's amazing. And then she walks all the way back. Anyway, now, it's true. And she told the Pope about Vinland and America, so, Christopher Columbus came a few years later, But, now you have to continue on your voyage, so I have to stop. Thank you very much for letting me be here today, and enjoy the rest of your journey.
Do you mind? Very much. Thank you. My honey for you. Stop it. Horrible. Horrible.